Looking to invest in rental property in Raleigh, North Carolina, or maybe just outside of it? With population growth, job expansion, and high rental demand, the Triangle is one of the hottest real estate markets in the country. But not all areas are created equal when it comes to cash flow, appreciation, and tenant stability. I'm 𝐿𝐶𝐫𝐿, and I help buyers, investors, and landlords just like you make smart real estate moves in Raleigh, the Triangle, and along the North Carolina coast. In this video, I'm revealing the top neighborhoods to buy rental properties, whether you're after short-term cash flow or long-term wealth. Click the link below to book a private Zoom call, and I'll help you build your strategy. Now, let's start with why Raleigh and the entire Triangle region is quickly becoming one of the top rental markets in the country. Every day, more than 100 new people move to the area, and they're not just coming for the weather. They're coming for jobs, lifestyle, education, and opportunity. Raleigh is the anchor of a booming metro area that includes Durham, Cary, Chapel Hill, and more. We've got top-tier universities like NC State, Duke, and UNC, plus major job centers like Research Triangle Park, WakeMed, and Red Hat. That means constant demand from students, professionals, healthcare workers, and relocating families. And with today's higher interest rates, many buyers are choosing to rent instead of own. That creates a golden window for investors, because while the buyer pool is shrinking, the renter pool is growing, and those renters are willing to pay for quality. But that doesn't mean you can just buy anywhere. Success with rental property in Raleigh or any market depends on buying smart. And here's what I help my investor clients look for. Strong rental demand. Are people actively searching for homes in this area? Low vacancy rates. How quickly are rentals turning over? Price to rent ratio. Can the rent support the purchase price and expenses? Appreciation potential. Is the area growing in value over time? Neighborhood stability. Are there jobs, schools, or amenities that keep people planted? Whether you're focused on monthly cash flow, long-term appreciation, or a hybrid strategy, these factors are key to making sure your investment performs. And now that you know what to look for, let's dive into the best neighborhoods for rental properties across Raleigh. Let's start with North Raleigh, one of the most desirable and stable areas for rental property in the city. It appeals to long-term tenants, families, professionals, and retirees, which often leads to lower turnover and longer lease terms. Homes here typically range from the low $350,000 to the $500,000, and many are located in established subdivisions with great amenities, top-rated schools, and easy access to shopping and highways. Neighborhoods like Stonehenge, Durant Trails, and Harrington Grove are consistently in demand. This is an ideal area for investors looking for consistent cash flow and appreciation potential. You might not get the highest rent-to-price ratio, but what you gain is stability. Less vacancy, responsible tenants, and long-term value. Great for buy-and-hold investors. Next up is Southeast Raleigh, a historically underserved part of the city that's now experiencing a wave of revitalization. And for investors, that creates real opportunity. Homes in this area often list in the mid-$250,000 to low $400,000, making the price-to-rent ratio extremely attractive. You'll want to look in neighborhoods like Longview Park, Battery Heights, Rochester Heights, and King Charles, where you'll find a mix of older homes, new infill construction, and city-backed development. This is where investors with an eye on the future tend to buy. It's a bit more hands-on. Tenants might turn over more frequently, and some properties may need updating. But it's also where you'll often find double-digit returns and rapid appreciation. Just make sure you do your due diligence. If you're interested in student housing or short-term tenants, then Southwest Raleigh near NC State is a prime target. Areas near Avant Ferry Road, Trailwood Drive, and Western Boulevard are packed with duplexes, townhomes, and small apartment buildings that attract college students and young professionals. Rentals in this area don't sit long. You'll have higher turnover, but also extremely high demand year-round. Many landlords here focus on 12-month leases aligned with the academic calendar. And because most tenants don't own pets and rarely negotiate for upgrades, maintenance stays predictable. Expect strong rental rates with properties in the $275,000, $375,000 range, and always stay aware of zoning and city rental policies near campus. Finally, we've got Northeast Raleigh, one of the fastest growing areas for both homeowners and renters. What makes this pocket ideal for investment? Newer construction, lower maintenance, and competitive prices. Most properties here were built within the last 10 to 15 years, and prices typically sit between $275,000 and $375,000, making it ideal for newer investors or anyone looking for turnkey properties. Neighborhoods like Hedingham, Riverbend, and Highland Creek are full of HOA-managed communities with parks, pools, and trails, making them super attractive to renters who want lifestyle without the downtown price tag. It's a sweet spot for families, young couples, and even traveling professionals. You get a good mix of cash flow and appreciation with fewer surprises thanks to the newer construction. For many investors, this is the set it and forget it corner of Raleigh. Each of these areas offers a different path. So whether you want cash flow, value add, or low risk long holds, the right strategy depends on your goals. Next, let's talk about the best rental pockets just outside Raleigh. Before we jump into the areas outside of Raleigh, let me ask, are you serious about building a smart rental portfolio in the Triangle? I help investors just like you every week, whether you're local, out of state, or just getting started. Click the link below to schedule your private Zoom strategy call or text rental to 919-607-4844, and I'll send you my free Triangle rental guide with handpicked properties, projected returns, and area-by-area insights tailored to your goals. If you're looking just outside Raleigh, Durham should absolutely be on your radar, and not just because of Duke. With a booming medical sector, major job growth from Research Triangle Park, and massive interest from out-of-state buyers, Durham has become one of the top appreciation markets in the Southeast. Here's a real example. One of our investor clients just closed on a 2-story home for $375,000 just outside the Briar Creek area, a growing hotspot that borders both Durham and Raleigh. The home was turnkey, newer construction, and already had tenant demand before closing. That's the kind of deal that hits the sweet spot. Modern amenities, low maintenance, and a prime location that appeals to both professionals and families. East Durham, downtown, and the Golden Belt District are also seeing serious revitalization, and investors are jumping in early. Areas like Cleveland Holloway and the Alston Corridor are still affordable relative to their potential, but prices are climbing fast. And if you're looking towards Southwest Durham, proximity to RTP and Duke makes it attractive to tech and medical professionals. You will likely spend a bit more here than in places like Garner or Fuquay, but here's the payoff. Rental demand is sky high, vacancy is low, and you're riding a long-term growth wave. If you're playing for both cash flow and appreciation, Durham offers one of the most strategic positions in the Triangle. Next up is Garner, a fast-growing suburb just southeast of downtown Raleigh. What makes Garner attractive to rental investors is its affordability, accessibility, and a steady stream of tenant-ready homes. You can still find properties between $250,000 and $400,000, and many are located within 5 minutes of I-40, making the commute to Raleigh a breeze. Garner has also drawn major commercial investment. You've got an Amazon distribution center, upcoming shopping developments, and more infrastructure on the way. That means job growth, which equals renter demand. If you're playing the long game and want to build equity and passive income over time, Garner's a great place to start. The homes are manageable, turnover is moderate, and rents continue to rise as the town grows. This is where smart buy and hold investors are quietly building wealth. Located just 15-20 minutes east of Raleigh, Knightdale is a rising suburb with huge potential for rental investors. It's known for new construction communities, good schools, and a growing number of amenities, making it very attractive to renters who want space without the Raleigh price tag. Many of the homes here are built in the last 5-10 years, which means low maintenance, energy efficiency, and predictable repairs. All great news for landlords. Expect to invest between $325,000 and $450,000 with rental income that supports cash flow in the right neighborhoods. I like Knightdale for first-time investors or those adding to a small portfolio. It's turnkey, renter-friendly, and most HOAs take care of exterior maintenance, making it almost a set-it-and-forget-it opportunity if you're working full-time or investing remotely. Last but not least, Fuquay-Varina. It's about 25 minutes south of Raleigh and has become a favorite among families and tenants looking for affordability and stability. What makes Fuquay unique is its mix of small-town charm with a growing suburban edge. You'll find homes under $400,000 that rent well, especially in neighborhoods with trails, parks, and proximity to schools. While appreciation here is a little slower than in Durham or parts of Raleigh, the tenant base is rock solid. Think teachers, first responders, remote workers, and young families. And because the town still has room to grow, you'll likely see consistent demand in the years ahead. Fuquay's great for investors who prioritize tenant stability, lower entry costs, and low turnover. If you're okay with steady returns over flashy profits, it's one of the more under-the-radar places to build a long-term rental portfolio. Raleigh and the Triangle have all the ingredients for smart rental investing: population growth, economic diversity, and rising demand. But where you buy determines how you win. Whether you want turnkey, value add, or passive appreciation, I help buyers like you every week find the right deal. Click the link below to schedule a private Zoom meeting or text rental to 919-607-4844, and I'll send you my free Triangle rental guide with hand-picked areas, price ranges, and projected returns. Our next video, living in Wendell, North Carolina, pros and cons, and don't forget to subscribe and like. 𝐿 𝐨𝐫𝐿 Real Estate is brokered by LPT Realty.